Hi, today I'm vlogging. It is Sunday, January 31st. I've decided that I want to start trying to vlog this year, because vlogs for me have been super fun during quarantine because it kind of makes me feel like I'm actually hanging out with people. So why not make the content that I want to see? So right now it's at 9 a.m. I am running out to the grocery store because there's a small amount of things that we really need before it starts snowing, because it's supposed to be a big old storm for the next 3 days. So I'm gonna try and get out there before it gets too bad. I'm gonna hope and pray that it doesn't snow on my way back. Hopefully it'll just be flurries. It's a 7-minute drive. Let me give this a shot. Okay, we've officially made it without it snowing, so let's just get in and out of here really fucking quickly. I do believe that was the fastest grocery trip I've ever taken in my life, and also everyone in that store had the same idea as me. Let's go home. So I've made it home. It is 9:30. That is the quickest I've ever gone grocery shopping, and it hasn't snowed yet. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. I'm gonna chill in the car for a little bit because Case is doing Sunday school in the living room on Zoom, and I know where they're sitting, and in order for me to put the stuff I got away, I'll have to walk behind them, and I don't want to be distracting. Well, I say that I don't want to be on camera while I'm vlogging. That's great. But let me get into some real talk for 5 seconds, which I know is super soon in this vlog, and I intended for this to be super chill, but here we go. So last night when I had noticed we were out of basically there was just enough stuff that we were out of that I was fuck, if it's gonna snow for 3 days, we need to go out and get it. But my weather app last night was saying, oh, it's not gonna snow until 5 o'clock tomorrow. Then I wake up this morning and it's it's gonna snow at 10. Well, it started at 9. Fortunately, it's held off pretty well, at least for me to be able to get out. I think God was on my side today. I'm really proud of myself for even going out and doing this because I was pretty nervous. Part of me was just well, let's wait until later in the day to make Case come with me. And I know it's only a 7-minute drive, but ever since I was in an accident back in November, I've been pretty anxious about driving in weather and driving at night. So I've been planning out my grocery trips and everywhere I need to go so that it's not on days where it's gonna snow or rain and I'm not gonna have to drive after dark. And I've been trying to not avoid driving, because I don't think that that's particularly productive, and the best thing I can do for myself is to keep going the way I normally would. And it's especially hard during a pandemic when there really isn't that many places to go. So it's grocery shopping, doctor's appointments, stuff like that. That's really all I need to go do. Aside from days like today, I've been planning out my grocery trips. So it is, instead of being at the one that's 7 minutes away, it's the one that's more 20 to 30 minutes away. Because first of all, the one 20 to 30 minutes away from me is Trader Joe's, which, because we live in an area where we have one regular giant grocery store that's 7 minutes away, and if you want to go to any other grocery store you have to drive 20 to 30 minutes, which is fine. That's what I'm kind of used to. Honestly, where I'm from, you have to drive the 20 to 30 minutes to a grocery store anyway, so that's not an issue. But I've been trying to plan things like that, and my doctor is an hour away from here, so I've been trying to make it so okay, I have to actually drive myself to these places. And I have been getting a little bit of experience in driving after dark, kind of unintentionally, because sometimes my grocery trips will take longer than I anticipate and stuff like that. So I've been pretty proud of myself, and I don't even know if this is important to you, but that's kind of what I've been feeling, and I've been trying. I wanted to talk about it a little bit. I'm gonna go hide inside for the next 3 days until it stops snowing now, because honestly, even before all of this, I could not drive in snow very well. My parents never taught me. I never learned how to do it until my senior year of college, when I kind of had to, and I was stuck at a retreat in Richmond, and I had to be back at my school the next day, which was 2 hours away. And so this lady who I had met at the retreat, she taught me how to drive in the snow that morning, basically. And so that's how I learned. It took me about 6 hours to make a 2-hour drive, but I did it. I can't wait to live in an area where I don't have to drive in the snow that much, because New Jersey gets a lot more snow generally, or a lot deeper snow. than what I'm used to in Virginia. So I can't wait to like move back so that way I can like have a normal amount of snow driving, which is hopefully not that much. I don't know, I might go out for a walk in the snow. That would be nice. Like that is, I don't know, snow's fun until you're an adult and you have to shovel your own driveway. That's my feeling on snows. Could be so much more fun, except I am an adult and I have to deal with it myself and I have responsibilities. Fortunately, I work from home, so I don't need to, like my main job is from home. I've had part-time jobs where I don't work from home, but right now I'm working from home. So at least for the next few days, I don't need to go anywhere for like work or anything like that. So that part's nice. That's a lot of me talking. I'm gonna go inside now. My outfit for the day, gender is over if you want it. Yeah. And then I have, there's no way I can show that in this mirror because it hits right up my hips, but I have like these ripped jeans and probably my favorite pair of shoes. Do I really want to say that when my docs are right over there? I don't know. One of my favorite pairs of shoes, these like really cute vegan TUK boots. I love that brand so much. I do need to clean these, but I'm gonna put on pajama pants now. Also, I got this little selfie light from Elf while I was out. So basically whenever I go to the grocery store, I always go to like the clearance section because they always have like some soap or like some baked goods or something that I wouldn't normally buy, but it's at like $1 or whatever. This was $3 because I know this normally runs about 10 to 15. And I thought, well, you know, might as well get it. Like, it's just a thing I do every time I go to a grocery store that has a clearance section because you find some really good shit there sometimes. I found like red velvet whoopie pies there. I don't know if anyone else does that whenever they go grocery shopping, but I found this like pretty good deal, I think. If it doesn't work, it's only $3, you know? Okay, so I'm officially comfy. So I'm gonna like chill in bed for a little while until Case is like done with the church service and everything. I might run out and grab a snack from out there. But yeah, the cats just came in to join me and hopefully they'll like settle down. Also, I want to show these lights up here. You can't really see them super well, but they look like little quartz crystals when you look at them up close and it's super cute. Okay, here's an Ivy. Hi, Ivy. She's camera shy. Here's the setup I have going on. I just have my current knitting project, my Switch, because I definitely want to play Stardew Valley, because I've been playing that all month. And I've been watching a lot of Helen Anderson's videos, because I like her style a lot. And I've been following her for a long time. I just like her content, and especially since we're, like, thinking of moving, you know, I really want to like learn her home decor style and stuff like that because that's kind of how I want my house to look. So we're gonna chill. Okay, so I've just kind of been chilling in bed shopping for like home decor and stuff because I've been looking for like a lot of inspiration here recently. I also called my mom with like one question about like our food storage containers because she had some really good ones, and then we ended up talking for like a half hour because that's how things go with my mom. So right now we have a goose. Well, we have a Case and a goose here for Cuddles.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, so we're gonna like make some brunch here in a little bit, but like, you know, Case just got done with service and Goose is being very demanding. So
you can show him if you want.
Yeah, let me flip the camera around and you'll see. Here's our cuddly boy. Our clingy boy.
Watch this.
He's so baby.
He just wants to be loved. He does this thing where he thinks that my mouth is a perfect resting space. I think it's gross, but I can't get him to stop, see?
He just cuddling intensifies.
If I put him right here, maybe, but no.
Like, hello, Dada, can I put my face on your face?
If you're considering being gay, this is what you will be in for.
Just lots of cats. So it's officially snowing. Look how beautiful it is. I mean, right now I'm mostly just showing you my neighbor's backyard. It actually kind of started flurrying when I was talking to my mom. So hopefully I'll be able to get even better footage later. Here's Goose in his box with his paper towels that he is so attached to these paper towels. We've given him one roll because he used to go after all of the paper towels in the house. So like, you know, but like, watch this. See? He won't let you take them. They're his pet now. So, yeah, it's okay, Goosey. I love you. I love you, sir. Okay, let's go make some lunch or brunch or whatever. Okay, so here's our setup so far. So I've cut up a whole bunch of little potatoes that I'm gonna boil and then fry. And Case is making the eggs, so right now they're just waiting for the peppers and onion to like saute, and then they're gonna put a whole bunch of eggs in there, and then we're gonna add cheese. It's gonna be delicious. So let me fill up the pot with some water, get this potatoes boiling, and it'll be very good.
Like really crappy Appalachian food.
It's really good Appalachian food. And how do my potatoes look?
Like grapes. But I'm sure they're good.
What?
And they do!
Let me know down below, do these look like grapes? Because the more I look at them, the more, yeah. But also I don't want to think about it. So here's the finished breakfast or brunch or whatever. I made some muffins a couple days ago, so we're just finishing them off. Cranberry orange. Hot cocoa. Have to show off my mug. Sloppy. We're just gonna curl up and watch some Great British Bake Off and enjoy this. Okay, so I actually fell asleep. I took a nap and until like 4 o'clock. I wanna do some baking because I finally got some peppermint extract. And this is also just really not a flattering angle for me, but whatever. I'm gonna show you, this is my favorite cookbook of all time, the $5 Meal College Vegetarian Cookbook. If you would like to know where I get like a lot of my best recipes, like that I don't get on Pinterest, it is here. This has saved my life so much, but there's a recipe in here that it's basically one of like my best baking recipes. Here it is, double chocolate chip peppermint drop cookies. You see I make a 9 out of 10 and need a little bit more peppermint extract than what the recipe says, but I want to make those today because I actually did a version of this when I couldn't find peppermint extract at the grocery store, where I ended up using orange extract, which also turned out super great. But there's something like about the combination of chocolate and peppermint that I really like. So let's get into it. Preheating the oven to 350. I also, while I was napping, I had a dream that our stove caught on fire. So that's lovely. This is also Case's favorite cookie recipe. So right now I am just going to soften the butter. I know it says room temperature, but since I can mix everything because I don't have a mixer, it's just easier. Okay, stick it in the microwave. Well, I tried to soften the butter, but I accidentally melted it. Oh well, that's just gonna be how it. 2/3 a cup of brown sugar, 1/3 a cup of regular sugar. So I'm just mixing it all together in this bowl. Since I don't have an electric mixer, you just really gotta chop up the chunks of brown sugar. Okay, and I need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Where did I put my cocoa powder? There it is. So fun fact, I don't have any measuring spoons, but the last time I did this, I was able to like fiddle it out pretty well. So it's 2 tablespoons. So I'm just taking what I think looks like a tablespoon. Like I'm planning on getting tablespoons and like measuring spoons and all of that. I just never remember to. Okay, I need 1 egg, vanilla extract, and peppermint extract. And then let's see, that is 1 teaspoon of each. So I'm gonna do like a teaspoonful of vanilla, but then do a little bit more of the peppermint extract, like not much, but like just enough to give it a little bit of oomph in there, because like when you follow the recipe exactly, the mint is more of an afterthought. And I get it because peppermint is a really strong flavor. I understand why they wrote it in the way they did. But I feel like since I've made this a few times, I can kind of, you know, play around with it to what I want. And even if you haven't played around, you know, even if you haven't made this recipe before, you can play around with it how you want. But I'm just making my own recommendations, you know? This isn't like Bake Off or anything like that. I just need to know, you know, what I'm working with here. So, okay, I have the spoon spilled over. Oven is done, so that I think is enough. And the peppermint is really strong, so I think I added like more than enough this time around. These might lean a little too hard on the toothpastey side because it's spilled, but that's okay. Like I said, this isn't Bake Off or anything. This is just chocolate chip cookie making. Normally, if I had the equipment, I would follow the next step correctly, which is where you sift the baking soda and salt into the flour and then gradually mix it all in. I don't have a sifter, and my dishwasher is overloaded as it is because I've been trying to like do some cleaning around the kitchen the past few days. So I'm not gonna do that. Don't like take me as God or anything when it comes to baking, because I very much am not. I just bake how I bake. It annoys my mom when we bake together because I'm very much like, and then don't have to follow everything precisely, but she's like, no, baking is a science, like, you know, you need to actually be careful, which I understand. Like, she's smarter than me in that regard, but I just don't have patience. So that's how the things I make end up turning out. Like, they all generally end up turning out fine. It's just a bit of a chaotic process to get there. Okay, so I'm gonna get in this small amount of things. So half a teaspoon of salt. I feel like this is half a teaspoon. Baking soda. Okay, now let's get back into the things that I can actually measure. So that is a cup and a half. And since this is supposed to be mixed in gradually, I'm just gonna use a half cup 3 times. And I'm kind of throwing it all over myself. Today was not the greatest day for me to pick to wear black, but that's okay. I feel like this feels like thicker this time around, but it might just be because I accidentally melted the butter a bit too hard instead of just softening it. I don't know. This is a good consistency for the cookie dough. It's pretty hard to stir. One thing I do really, there's like a little bit of butter left in here. Let me just use this because I know I'm gonna have to stir in the chocolate chips. But I really do want to get like a stand mixer, or at least like, my mom has a KitchenAid hand mixer that was made back in 1990 something, probably like the same year I was born, if not before. So I think that would be a good choice for me to get. So I now need 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, which I just like have half a bag here, which should be about a cup. So I'm just gonna throw all that in. Who cares if it's too much? Then what a tragedy. I don't think there's such a thing as too much chocolate chips. I'm having a little bit of trouble like getting it all mixed in, so I'm just gonna use my hands. Now this is what we call hand mixing, which honestly, I mean, I bake a lot of bread too, so this really isn't like a new thing for me. You know, when you're having a little bit of trouble getting in there with a spoon, getting in there with your hands isn't a bad thing. It's a little bit of trouble when, like, it does sometimes give me a little bit of trouble because I have very long nails, but I just need to clean them out afterwards. So let me show you the consistency of the dough, then we're gonna drop it on the pan, and it is baked for 10 to 12 minutes at 350. So this is what the dough itself looks like. Basically, I'm just gonna drop it by a teaspoonful, or even just like pinch it off into like cookie sizes. Just drop it on a baking sheet, bake it for 10 to 12 minutes. I might have to do 2 rounds because I don't think my baking sheet is going to be big enough for all of the dough, but that's okay. Let me get this on the sheet and then I'll come back. So I have gotten about 15 balls for the cookies out of it, so I'm just gonna put that in the oven. Here's about how much we have left, so I was able to use about half of it. I'm gonna put that in the fridge because it refrigerates pretty well. Because I don't know, like, by the time this gets out of the oven, am I gonna want to make another batch, or do I just want to, you know, maybe do that later tonight? Let me just throw those cookies in the oven and we'll see how they turn out. The cookies are done. The cookies are done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna chill out, let those cool, because I think I'm just gonna have some of those after dinner. Might watch some YouTube. I'm gonna try and work on editing my favorites video that I filmed a few days ago. I had worked on editing it yesterday, but then my computer didn't save any of it. So, and it's like a half-hour footage. So I gotta go back and fix that. And it kind of sucks because the internet here is so slow that I had intended for it to go up tomorrow, Monday, but Depending on like the length and what I'm able to get done, it might have to go up Tuesday. So my schedule this week might be like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, as far as the videos that I'm getting up. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go chill. Video is edited. It's like 7 o'clock-ish, so it's my dinner time. I actually edited my video, uploaded it, and also I talk with my granddad, which is really nice because I try and talk with him about like once a week. He's doing really well. He always tells me about all the cats that he has. And like he's getting a lot of snow. He lives down in Maryland. But I'm gonna cook some dinner. I was gonna do my regular like stuffed spaghetti squash that I make about once a week, but that's a lot more effort than I'm kind of willing to put in, and I kind of want to try a couple of new things. So I'm gonna try and make Brussels sprouts because I saw on, y'all probably saw this on my Insta story, but I got a bunch of Brussels sprouts in my Misfits box this week, and I've never cooked them before, so we got a lot of good recommendations. I think I'm gonna do honey and balsamic with them and like roast them in the oven. I think that's going to turn out really well. And then I'm going to do some like wild rice with some black beans and veggie sausage. So I think that's going to be a good dinner. Yeah. So here's everything I'm using to make this. So I have Brussels sprouts, beans and rice. The honey is actually from Case's aunt. She is a beekeeper. So that's cool. Some balsamic vinegar. And this is the field roast veggie sausage. This is in like the Italian blend. I cooked it once before and it tastes really good. So I think that that's going to be a good combination for tonight. Okay, so here's how the dinner turned out. Looks pretty good. Let me just, that actually tastes really good too. Okay, so there's my dinner. I think I'm just gonna end it here because I am tired. Probably just gonna watch TV for most of the night, so it's not gonna be interesting. Still swallowing the Brussels sprout, honestly. But yeah, if you liked this, like, let me know, because I'm kind of thinking of making it into a weekly thing. Let me know if you think that that's a good idea, because I think that'll be pretty fun. And obviously the quality will improve as I go along. But anyway, if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see y'all in my next one. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!